Throughout human history, the concept of soulmates has captivated our hearts and minds. We've dreamed of finding that one perfect person who completes us, understands us deeply, and shares an unbreakable bond with us. But is this idea of soulmates just a beautiful fantasy, or could there be scientific evidence to support its existence? As we dive into this fascinating topic, we'll explore various scientific perspectives that suggest soulmates might indeed be real. We'll look at how our brains, bodies, and even our genes might play a role in creating these profound connections. Genetic compatibility contributes to soulmate-like connections. Our genes, the building blocks of who we are, might play a bigger role in our romantic connections than we realize. Scientists have discovered that we tend to be attracted to people whose genetic makeup is different from our own, especially when it comes to our immune systems. This attraction to genetic diversity isn't just random. It's nature's way of ensuring that if we have children, they'll have stronger immune systems. When we meet someone with complementary genes, our bodies might signal this compatibility through subtle cues that we pick up subconsciously. Moreover, research has shown that people may be subconsciously attracted to those with different MHC genes, which are crucial for immune system function. Studies suggest that such genetic diversity can lead to stronger offspring and may play a role in mate selection. This genetic attraction could explain why some people feel an instant, powerful connection when they meet. It's like our bodies are telling us, this person is a good match for you. Over time, this initial genetic compatibility could develop into a deep, lasting bond that feels like a soulmate connection. While genes alone don't determine the success of a relationship, they might provide the initial spark that draws two people together. Brain chemistry creates powerful bonding experiences. When we fall in love, our brains go through remarkable changes. Scientists have found that the brain releases a cocktail of chemicals, including dopamine, norepinephrine, and serotonin, which create feelings of euphoria, excitement, and attachment. This chemical rush is so powerful that brain scans of people in love look similar to those of people experiencing a drug high. It's no wonder that when we're in the throes of new love, we might feel like we've found our soulmate. Our brains are literally convincing us that this person is special and irreplaceable. But the brain's role in creating soulmate-like bonds doesn't stop there. As relationships develop, the brain starts producing oxytocin, often called the cuddle hormone or love hormone. Oxytocin helps create deep emotional bonds and feelings of trust and security. It's the same hormone that bonds mothers to their babies, and it plays a crucial role in long-term relationships. The more time we spend with someone, the more oxytocin is released, strengthening our attachment to them. Shared life experiences can forge deep soulmate connections. While biology plays a significant role in attraction and bonding, our life experiences also shape our connections with others. When we go through important or challenging events with someone, it can create a unique bond that feels destined or meant to be. This is because shared experiences, especially emotionally charged ones, activate similar neural pathways in our brains. It's like our brains are syncing up, creating a deep sense of understanding and connection. These shared experiences don't have to be dramatic or life-changing to create soulmate-like bonds. Even everyday activities, when experienced together over time, can build a profound connection. Think about how couples often develop their own language of inside jokes and shared references. This unique communication style strengthens their bond and can make them feel like they're perfectly in tune with each other. The more experiences we share with someone, the more our brains associate that person with comfort, understanding, and belonging. This could explain why some people feel like they've known their soulmate forever, even if they've only been together for a short time. Their shared experiences have created a deep, almost telepathic connection. Psychological imprinting influences our perception of soulmates. The concept of psychological imprinting, first observed in animals, might also apply to human relationships and our idea of soulmates. Just as baby ducks imprint on the first moving object they see after hatching, humans might imprint on certain characteristics or traits during critical periods of development. This imprinting could shape our idea of the perfect partner or soulmate. For example, if we had a positive relationship with a caregiver who was nurturing and patient, we might be drawn to partners with similar qualities later in life. This imprinting process isn't just about replicating our early relationships. Sometimes we might seek out partners who represent the opposite of what we experienced in childhood, especially if those early relationships were difficult. Either way, when we meet someone who matches our imprinted ideal, whether it's similar to or different from our early experiences, it can feel like we've found our soulmate. The familiarity or the healing potential of the connection resonates deeply with us. Neurotransmitter balance influences compatibility and connection. Our brains are constantly awash in chemicals called neurotransmitters, which influence our moods, behaviors, and how we connect with others. Each person has a unique balance of these neurotransmitters, which can affect their personality and how they interact in relationships. Some scientists believe that people with complementary neurotransmitter profiles might be more likely to form strong, soulmate-like bonds. For example, someone with high levels of dopamine, associated with excitement and risk-taking, might pair well with someone who has higher levels of serotonin, associated with calmness and stability. This neurotransmitter compatibility could explain why some couples seem to balance each other out perfectly. One partner might be the calm in the other's storm, or one might provide the excitement the other craves. When two people's neurotransmitter profiles complement each other well, it can create a sense of completeness and deep understanding. They might finish each other's sentences, anticipate each other's needs, or simply feel right together. While we can't see neurotransmitters, their effects on our behavior and emotions are profound. So when you meet someone who seems to fit with you perfectly, it might be because your brain chemistry is in harmony with theirs. Evolutionary psychology suggests we're wired to seek ideal partners. From an evolutionary perspective, the concept of soulmates might be our brain's way of motivating us to find the best possible partner for survival and reproduction. Our ancestors, who formed strong, lasting pair bonds, were more likely to successfully raise children and pass on their genes. Over time, this could have led to the development of brain systems that reward us for finding and sticking with a highly compatible partner. When we meet someone who seems to tick all the boxes for an ideal mate, our brains might signal this by creating intense feelings of attraction and attachment, what we might interpret as meeting our soulmate. This evolutionary drive for an ideal partner doesn't just focus on physical traits, it also includes psychological and emotional compatibility. We're drawn to partners who can provide emotional support, share our values, and cooperate with us in facing life's challenges. When we find someone who meets these deep-seated needs, it can feel like we've found our other half. The intensity of this feeling, the sense that we're meant to be with this person, could be our brain's way of ensuring we invest in this valuable relationship. Biorhythm synchronization may create a sense of perfect timing. Biorhythms are the natural cycles of physical, emotional, and intellectual energy that our bodies go through. Some researchers believe that when two people's biorhythms align, it can create a sense of perfect timing and deep connection. This alignment might explain why sometimes we meet the right person at just the right moment in our lives. It's as if the universe has conspired to bring two people together when they're both in the optimal state to connect and form a bond. This biorhythm synchronization could contribute to the feeling that a relationship is meant to be. When two people are in sync physically, emotionally, and intellectually, their interactions flow smoothly. They might find it easy to understand each other, work together effectively, and enjoy each other's company. Over time, this natural synchronization can strengthen their bond, making them feel like they're perfectly matched. While biorhythms aren't universally accepted in the scientific community, the idea offers an interesting perspective on why some relationships seem to have a special spark or timing that feels almost magical. Mirror neuron activity enhances empathy and connection. Mirror neurons are a fascinating type of brain cell that fire both when we perform an action and when we observe someone else performing the same action. These neurons play a crucial role in empathy, allowing us to understand and share the feelings of others. In the context of relationships, mirror neurons might help explain why some couples seem to have an almost telepathic understanding of each other. When we spend a lot of time with someone, our mirror neuron systems can become finely tuned to their actions and emotions, allowing us to predict their responses and feel deeply connected to their experiences. This heightened mirror neuron activity could contribute to the sense that we've found our soulmate. When we're with someone whose actions and emotions our brain can easily mirror, it creates a feeling of deep understanding and connection. We might find ourselves automatically matching our partner's body language, finishing their sentences, or knowing exactly how they feel without them saying a word. This neurological synchronization can make us feel like we're perfectly in tune with our partner, reinforcing the belief that we're meant to be together. The more time we spend with someone, the more our mirror neuron systems adapt to them, potentially deepening our connection over time. Pheromone recognition plays a role in attraction and bonding. Pheromones are chemical signals that animals, including humans, release to communicate with others of their species. While the existence of human pheromones is still debated in the scientific community, there's evidence to suggest that we do respond to subtle chemical signals from potential partners. These chemical signals might influence our attraction to certain people without us even realizing it. Some researchers believe that we're most attracted to the pheromones of people whose immune systems complement our own, which could lead to healthier offspring. The role of pheromones in human attraction could help explain the phenomenon of love at first sight, or the feeling of an instant, inexplicable connection with someone. When we encounter someone whose pheromones are particularly compatible with our own, it might trigger a strong, instinctive attraction. This chemical attraction could be the initial spark that develops into a deep, soulmate-like bond. Over time, as we continue to be exposed to our partner's pheromones, it might strengthen our attachment and sense of connection. While science may not provide definitive proof of soulmates in the romantic, destined sense, it does offer fascinating insights into why some relationships feel so special and meant to be. From our genes to our brains, from our life experiences to the very air we breathe, countless factors influence who we connect with and how deeply. The concept of soulmates, it seems, might be our way of describing those rare, precious connections where many of these factors align perfectly. If you have made it this far, comment down below with the word 100% to confirm that you have received the knowledge from this video. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.